Well, good afternoon, diggers. Back down in a place called Holsworthy today. Been on this permission before, but there is a couple of bits here that I want to have a look at again. I believe there was a lot of sort of Saxon activity and all that sort of stuff, so just giving it a little go, and I'll see you on the first. Well, on to the first hole, and I got a 1913 George the 5th. I haven't woke up yet actually, but it might be George the 12th, I don't know. But yeah, I was supposed to be going on a group dig today, but that never happened for whatever reason. But yeah, anyway, I'm here enjoying myself. I'll explain what I've done with the manticore in a minute on the next hole. Anyway, on to the next. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying with the manticore today, I was over here yesterday. It's massive, this place, on the Mendips, and pulled up a Henry Groat, real nice coin. You might have seen it, but I was on a 9-inch coil, and I felt on a place like this, and it is huge. The 9-inch coil is absolutely bang on, but when you're searching and when you're out again, we're going to go over here and do a little bit more. So I stuck the 15-inch coil back on, although it's a bit of a lumpy thing to after the 9-inch. You're going to cover more ground. You're probably going to cover, you know, when you're walking like this, you're probably going to cover nigh on 90% of what you're doing, as opposed to about 60 or 50, and that's the only downside with the little coil. So yeah, and I'll let you know. And as I said, just now I had that penny, it's the same as yesterday, but a 1915 penny. So let's see. Anyway, enough of this old waffle. On to the next. I suppose a few of you that know me, this is quite a thing. This is. I thought I found one yesterday actually, but it was a candlestick holder, I think. But look at that, a ringer. Nice bell. I just unblocked all this lot here so the clapper could sort of ring. There you go. Lovely. Right, this is interesting. Got a button here, a modern button, sort of military, I reckon. Well, not modern, but it's all sort of disintegrating. Nice though. CD with a crown on the top. What does that mean? Oh, you might know, because I don't. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, well, I just found out what that was, civil defence, and I got a crusty old threatening bit as well. Can't get a date on it, but it'll either be a George or a Victoria, but I can't tell that. But no, looking good. Only been out for 10 minutes. Yeah, keep going. Well, got a Perkins England. I think that's off a tractor. It's got all the serial numbers down here and all that sort of stuff, I reckon. So I bet the bloke haven't really got, well, it's the same as that's just sort of stamped in it and gone through. But yeah, I expect he needed that if he needed any parts or bits. Yeah, anyway. Do you know, I don't know if you've ever had this, but let's see that cloud? That's above my head, right? There, lovely, beautiful blue sky, and it's raining. Anyway, I just found this bit of lead, and it's got a great big hole in here, and I'm thinking this could have been like a stick or something like that, maybe. Yeah, it sort of lends itself to being a stick, or why would you put a big hole like that in it? Oh, I found a massive bit of lead here yesterday. That's the second big bit of lead I found here, and there's lots of it. Had a toasty pop up, but it's really toasted and it's really thin. It's like a just wafer. If I'd done that, it'd snap. So I don't know what it is. I'm going to try and sort of rub it off. Who knows? It might be silver or something underneath. I don't know, but it's really, really, really thin. You can see that. Thinnest coin I've found for months. Anyway, see what else is about. Been rubbing this one for ages. I think it's a George the 3rd. He's pointing that way, but totally toasted. But you can get some off him, if you'll see. Yeah, definitely. Nothing on the other side. Not that I can see anyway. Might get something if I keep rubbing and rubbing and rubbing, but yeah, it's pretty impossible today. It's a different field than yesterday for whatever reason. Let's keep rubbing this a minute. You might be able to get a silhouette or something. Yeah, I don't know, shot to pieces. But yeah, anyway, that's the bust. On to the next. Do you know, one of these fine days I'll start counting these buckles. This comes up with a hell of a signal. Listen to this. Yeah, that's what happened to sort of sent me that buckle. So it's not so much iron, it's more sort of bronze or, yeah, nice. On to the next. Well, this one's just come up, and if I never had my plastic trowel, that would have been in half, guaranteed. Yeah, I think it's around about 1600s shoe buckle. That's quite nice, actually. Very sort of dainty. Got a toasty on the go here, but I think I can see the date ish. Well, I thought spoke too soon. I think it's 1916. I think 1916, right on the very bottom, but everything else is completely gone. Yeah, and the back's pretty gone as well. I expect there's someone on the back of there. Well, it's going to be George the Fifth, but yeah. Just see it there. Half P this is, I think. Anyway, on to the next. Well, there seems to be quite a few signals, but not the right stuff. I think this is some sort of a ring or part of a chain or something like that. No idea. Yeah, anyway, let's see what else is about. This is a bit of the fields. I'll just do a live dig here. It's sort of 43 bang on. And I was chatting to the farmer the other day. He said, don't go over by there. He said your detector will be going off all the time. I said, why is that? He said, oh, because I took my tractor apart. I said, oh, all right, well, I won't go over there then. Anyway, so where am I? Over where he's took his tractor apart. So let's see if there's any tractor bits in here. Found a tractor sign the other day, but it might be a moo tube actually. And yes, it is a moo tube. Oops, go on, turn around. Yeah, beautiful, a moo tube. Well, it pops another penny, can't see a thing on it at all. The Britannia's just readable. On the back, hardly anything I'd imagine. 1916 half penny by the look of it. Feels about that size. Yep, moving on. I did find one of these here before. Fucking two of them bastards. And I wondered if it was like a tip off an arrow or something, but I'm not too sure. I don't think so. I think it's just something, I don't know, a tooth off of something, some metal machinery. But yeah, interesting. Well, this is a real shame, this one. You all know what that is. It's really trashed. Can't see anything on it whatsoever. But hey, I can't even say it's a hammered because there's nothing on it to say it's a hammered, but it is a hammered. I've felt many a hammered, and it's a hammered that's completely trashed. Anyway, on to the next. Well, I'm not having the best of luck today. He's just found this buckle, and yeah, that was on there. I just tried to move it slightly as per, and it's bust. That just I'm not having such a good day. I'm just being a bit clumsy today, but yeah, a buckle's a buckle, and a broken buckle at that. Never mind, moving on. Pops a D buckle this time. They're all on top of each other, this lot, so I don't know what's going on here. I just had that trash buckle, trashed, hammered, and now I got a D buckle. So yeah, buckle's a buckle. Well, here we go again, a bit of furniture. This time I've no idea. It looks nice. What is it? Is it a plug? It looks like a plug, doesn't it? Just trying to think now. I expect you're thinking quicker than me and got it sus by now, but I'd probably be here for a week just looking at it. It's nice. I reckon it's probably, I don't know, 1900, something like that. 1850, 1900, but yeah. A plug. Marvellous. Just onto this one. I think I got an Elizabeth here. I'll tell you what, it's so trashed. Unbelievable. I think it's an Elizabeth halfpence. You can just about see her. I mean, how can that get, you know? It was something on the back of the boat or something or other, but oh dear. Yeah, they do get trashed, unfortunately. This is quite an interesting one, so this is our good sign for down here. Yeah, I think we've got a medieval pot leg here. Dating back sort of 14, 15, 1600s. There's quite a span on these, but yeah, it's pretty good to find one. There's a few in this area. I found that some up the road by the church, but not down this far. So yeah, that's really encouraging. So yeah, medieval pot leg. Just had this one up. I think it's this way round. That would be the Britannia on there, and it's very vague, but 1909 I think, half p. So that's either yeah, I think that's a George V, or it's yeah, an Edward. Probably, yeah, no, I can't really see. It's all shot away really, but yeah, interesting. Anyway, another toasty, so to speak, and it's that way round, not that way. Yeah, there you go. This one's the next one up. It's a penny. It's in quite good condition. It's a George V. You could just see it on this one, I think. Yeah, he's there somewhere. Just trying to take the writing out of it. See if I can get the writing. There you go. Yeah, it looks like it's going to clean out quite well, that one. So yeah, George V. Look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? And yeah, 1915. So what a lovely coin that is. I don't get sick of digging these out. I think I've said it a few times, but when they come up like this, it's so much better than being just blank, where you just haven't got a clue. So you can date it. You can sort of think who was about doing what. I mean, that was the start of World War I. So yeah, World War I years. So perfect. Anyway, good find, and see what else comes up. So sort of right next door to that hole, that was a hole we were at, and that's what hole we're at now, but this one's 3 down. Again, it's not going to be a ring pull. It's a dusty 53 on the 2D screen, but on the ear it didn't sound too bad, but you know, it could be good, could be bad. In there somewhere. Let's have a quick look. I don't know how these people with these detectors, they bend down on one knee and do stuff. They must have arms like... Right, that's a bit of a sidewinder in that corner, so that tells me that there's something sort of... If I can't point it with a 9-inch coil, it's a bad job, so it's gone off to the left, so we'll have a quick look. Well, it's quite an interesting bit of lead, this. It's got nothing on it, not that I can see at the minute. But somebody, somewhere along the line, has cut that out for something. For what, I don't know. It doesn't look like anything off a roof. Chances are if I bent this back over, I'd break it. And I've been breaking quite a lot of stuff lately, and I've sort of give up with trying to straighten things up. You know, it's been down there all that time. Probably a couple of 100 years. And the last thing you want to do is straighten out. But yeah, that's quite a nice bit of lead, that. And it's going to be interesting to see if I can get anything off it. I don't think I can. Definitely not a farm token. Don't think it's a weight. It's been used for something, I don't know what, but yeah, I can't see anything on it. Anyway, let's see what else comes up. I don't know me stamp marks or anything like that, but there's a spoon or a fork that's just come up here, just by this bridge where the water meets here. Noisy old tractor. Yeah, this bridge looks like it was built, it must have been there donkeys years ago, but it looks like something else is more sort of substantial has been put up over the years. Well, just about a 50-ton tractor just went over it, so it must be quite substantial. Yeah, so going back to this, I don't know my marks. It's definitely not silver. It sort of looks plated, and it's either a spoon or a fork. I'd probably say a spoon, I guess. But yeah, on to the next. There seems to be quite a lot of spendable money down here. I've got a 5p now. It will go into the box. There's old Lizzie on the back, but yeah, that came up on a 20. So I thought it was tin actually, but yeah. Anyway, let's see what else is about. Yeah, I got another penny of some sorts here. I can't see if it's a George or who it is this time. I expect I will do come the end. Have a good old rub around and see if I can see, but I think it's a George. But these pennies are coming all in at 55 at the minute, so I sort of know what they are before I even dig them. Yeah, George 5th. Just come out there now. Oh, George the 6th. Or 5th. George the 5th. Yeah, so I'll get all that off and I'll be able to see old George there. And yeah, anyway, again, on to the next. Yeah, I think we'll have another live dig here. We got a it's a bit fuzzy. That was me sort of holding off a little bit and scratching it, but I think it's sort of more or less a 70 or something. So I'm finding a lot of new coins here at the minute, and I can't see any rhyme or reason for that because it's down by a mill, an old mill. So I would have thought there would have been a lot more sort of not more history about, but well, it's not the case at the minute. Have a quick look at that. It's in the clob there, so let's have a look. Yeah, there's something going on there, whether it's a bit of tin or what it is, I don't know. Yeah, there you go. I said there's a lot of new stuff about it, and that's another 1 pence. And I don't get it on this, just really don't get it. But anyway, see what else is about. Well, I thought this was a coin, a couple of coins actually poking out of a hole, but it isn't. I think it's a ruler. I found one before, and quite a few people were saying, oh, I didn't have a clue what it was, but a few people said, yeah, that's an old ruler. So I suppose that is an old ruler, or a square or something, but yeah, they seem to go together. Well, they did until I started messing about with it, but yeah, there you go, an old ruler of some sorts. Well, I got a 10 pence piece now, and that come up on a really low signal as well. I was starting to wonder, I mean, this is historical down here, it's not sort of 10 pence areas, and there's not, or 1p or 2p's, or I'm pleased to see them, yeah, coin's a coin, brilliant, but it's not the sort of stuff at the minute I'm looking for. But this bit here sort of tends to flood, and I don't know, but you know, maybe that's why I'm finding a few sort of ring pulls and things like that. But there's no excuse for the 10 pence and 5 pences and all that sort of stuff. I ain't got a clue what's been going on. I know over the road there's a recreation ground, but there's absolutely no access to this one, so I'm just really not sure what's going on. Anyway, there's a lot about, and I'm gonna have a little walk back up here in a minute, and perhaps across here, and then maybe back down here. But it's such an interesting place, right by the water as well. So you'd have thought it would have been sort of quite fruitful, but yeah, bad fruitful at the minute. Here we go. Another penny, another George. Seems to be blooming loads of them down here. And I was going on about it just now, about the new coins. I seem to be getting a new coin, old coin, new coin, old coin. But they all look, you know, you can see in there, they will clean up. I'm not going to start scrubbing all that. I know what it is. I know it's a George. I know it's about 1920, so I can play about with that later. well, I knew I was close to a river, but yeah, I got a fishing weight here. I've only ever found, I think, 3 of them, and lo and behold, 2 was by a river. I'm trying to think now. Yeah, 2 was by a river, and 1 was in the middle of nowhere. So I don't know how that sort of sprung up, but yeah, fishing weight. Why would anybody be fishing? Well, I suppose they're not. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm sort of 20 metres away from the edge. Somebody might have been casting out. Doubt it though. Who knows? Well, as it happens, it was another 1 pence, so you must have dropped 2 at the same time. These were quite big, mind. If you lost a couple of these when you were walking along, you'd pick them up when you were. Reelers are gone or something. I don't know. Crazy. Oh, there's another one. Oh dear. It's just going on and on and on. There's must be hundreds of these down here, and I don't understand what they're doing down here. Just weird. Just loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of them. Every single dig is a penny or some, yeah. And there's no way to actually physically get here without crossing some water. I don't know. Odd. Well, I've got 1914 George V now. I have a date run in a minute. I'm going to ask the bloke when I get back what is going on here, because this is these coins are all just over 100 years old, and as I said, I've harped on about it enough in the last sort of half hour. It's just hundreds of them. This one's slightly different. It's a threepenny bit. It's got Lizzie on there, so I'd say 1953 sort of onwards. I haven't got a date on it, but or can't get a date off it yet. Usually around here somewhere I thought dates were. Anyway, threepenny bit. Lovely. Well, these these pennies are getting on my wick. Marvellous. I've just found a wick. Or something out of something. I don't know. It looks like I don't know, perhaps this was a tilly lamp or something, I don't know. Odd though, different. Yeah, I'll take that. I bet it falls apart when I clean it up. But yeah, anyway. Oof, that's still turning. I shan't turn anything else, it just fall apart. On to the next. Well, I just found iron, I think that is, isn't it? Goes on the fire. Just, yeah, heat it up, iron your clothes, iron, do whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's definitely not a Morphy Richards, is it? Anyway, moving on. Well, I think this one's a wheel off a small train. Wouldn't you say, with this here? Looks like it, and it's got a bit of the axle. Haven't dug the rest of it out yet, actually. Yeah, I think it is a wheel off of something or other. They go straight through. I can remember these years ago. Yeah, lovely. Wheel off a little train. Don't think it's a Hornby. It's a steam engine, bound to be. Well, I've got the both bits of this. There's a fork. Yeah, it looks pretty old. And I thought this was silver, but it can't be. It's, you know, there's marks here. I don't know what they are. Perhaps you could tell me what they are. I've got a clue. No idea. They are in the sun. See if you can see it. B, C, and something or other. But there's the other end of it. And must have snapped while somebody was eating, I suppose. Anyway, on to the next.